know why haters be telling me to mind my business when they're out here not minding theirs. Shut your mouth and enjoy the tea. We all know you're here for it, sis.
With Loga, fishing over. You were being one less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie.
Hi my ninjas, how are you guys doing? It's a girl, I'm sFather, aka Miss Fearful, for bringing back for entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love it. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram and said boldly Owamie. Now my ninjas, I know it's Monday, I'm supposed to be rested and feeling great. That's not happening today, honey. Okay, not this Monday. I still feel exhausted. I think I'm dealing with exhaustion, to be honest with you guys. But I'm gonna have to deal with it so that I can fully be back and fully present. Anyway, ninjas, we need to talk about something that happened this past Friday. I was supposed to report back to you guys, but I was not feeling well, you guys. Anyway, we're gonna talk about Nelly Tembe's funeral because that did happen, and then we were able to see, I guess, the memorial part of it, but where she was buried, her tombstone and stuff, we never got to see that. You know, as the public, the pictures were never public, and so I've been searching, you guys, and I'm like, wow. I'm sure they had a no cell phone rule because there's not even a single picture that was leaked from what I saw. Anyway, in her memorial service part of her funeral, I would say that there was a lot that actually happened. It was our first time getting to see, aka since this all happened. For some of you that do not know, Nelly Tembe or Nelly Tembe was aka Forbes' fiance. I do not know if we should say wife or not, because they did go I guess for the lower negotiations. We don't know if he had paid or not, so you know, obviously we all know that she was his fiance, obviously. Now you know, she unfortunately passed away after falling from the 10th floor, and obviously she didn't make it. Now, up until the funeral, we're all under the assumption that she actually jumped, that she committed suicide. There were also other allegations saying that it was not the first time. That the time that she tried to take her life, they're alleging that it was in Durban. Now, obviously, a lot is happening. Nelly Tembe's father, I didn't see him go up there and speak. However, I did see someone actually read what he had written down. Now, I'm not going to give you, obviously, word like everything like as is. There are certain things that I'm going to just go ahead and quote, and I'll be reading them from this other article from Sowetan Live. So this is what Nelly Tembe's father said, right? He said, as Nelly's father, I categorically state that Nelly was neither suicidal nor did she commit suicide. We must, as a matter of priority, deal with the scourge that bediviles our youth. Honestly, I don't know why people like using these bombastic words. Wow. We must, as a matter of priority, deal with the scourge, okay, that bediviles our youth. Alcohol, which is overused, and drugs. Fellow South Africans, we better wake up and smell the coffee. We have a serious problem with substance abuse. He then also said, I cannot allow an unfortunate narrative to go unchallenged. A narrative that irks me to no end. That is, Nelly was chronically suicidal. All I can say is, until Nelly turned 21, not a single member of her family, my family, would have associated her with suicide. So does it mean that after the age of 21, they would then associate her with a suicide or to be suicidal? And mind you guys, she did pass at the age of 22. Would you like to start a new YouTube channel but you have no idea where to start? Or you already have one but it's not going well and you wish you could get someone give you some personal advice? Well, who better than someone with over 100,000 subscribers? I'm giving those services for a small fee, of course. The details will be on the screen somewhere here, so make sure that you follow them and say hello to a new successful YouTube channel. Now, let's go back to the video chat. It then also said, I knew Kenan loved my daughter, but their companionship needed more than love. It had to be premised and embedded in on a godly foundation. Anele made me happy as a father, very happy. Anele was feisty, strong-willed. Some might say she was single-minded in her pursuits. What others would uncritically call stubborn. Anele never minced her words, an attribute that would perhaps perturb her siblings. Guys, the English that's used here, please go ahead and comment down below without typing or searching. What is perturb? I don't even know that word. I know, like, okay. Which she balanced by giving her absolute best to those around her. In my deepest desire that my girl live to be who she wanted to be, I nurtured this Anele traits, for I truly believed that she had needed guidance rather than repression, persuasion rather than brute force. And so, obviously there's a lot he said. I did hear from what was being read there that there was a part where he actually did say that, AKA must change. Now, of course, in this whole situation, I feel like there's something that obviously doesn't make sense. That's for me. And this situation, obviously, it was trending on Twitter that, she didn't commit suicide. She didn't take her life. And so if he's saying that she didn't take her life, and then he's also talking of drugs and alcohol abuse, AKA has been associated with drugs, you guys, for the longest time. There is another rapper here in South Africa who let's not bring in here because this is a serious issue, who, even, there are people that actually call him on drugs because of their allegations that AKA abuses drugs so much. Now, Anele's father is saying that no one or no member of his family could have associated Nelli Tembe to be suicidal until she turned 21. And she turned 21 and then she was with AKA. So does that partially mean that, there is a high possibility that maybe she was on drugs because of AKA? I don't know, you guys. Like, that's what I'm just thinking out loud, right? Now, the thing for me that does not make sense is that if you are now saying that up until the age of 21, no one could associate her with suicide. However, she passed at the age of 22. It means that at the age she passed, she could be associated with suicide. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please listen to me properly because I know that people that won't listen to me properly and they will start just chippering nonsense in my comment section. If he is saying that no one could associate his daughter with suicide or being suicidal up until the age of 21, but she passed at the age of 22, it means that the age she passed in, she could be, associated with suicide. Now, the way people obviously that were saying that apparently or allegedly, the news that came out saying that, there was a time she wanted to jump in Durban, those were false. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I did see a picture. It did look like her. And other than that, I did see a comment of someone saying that come and see that disrespectful child that we helped not jump off the roof, and then she called us useless. So I did see that comment that is also going around and stuff, and that was before Nelly's passing. At this moment, honestly, in that funeral, I did personally feel like it was being made, and that's just me. That's what I got from that funeral. It was being made as if AKA was to blame for what happened, and that's my opinion. Okay, because it's like she was not suicidal until the age of 21. He's saying that it was not suicide. Like, how sure is he that it was not? Was he there? What happened? Like, can he explain everything? I don't mean to ask the public. He doesn't owe us. But I mean that if it was a matter of he's standing on the stand and saying that his daughter did not commit suicide, then could he come out and be like, this is what happened? Was he there? Did he see the camera footages? Now, there are people that were also saying that you cannot dispute what he's saying when he's talking about drugs and alcohol abuse, because he does have the post-mortem. That's what people are alleging. We don't even know if they did a post-mortem on her. for him to could be maybe say, oh, okay, yeah, she was high or she was drunk and stuff like that. We do not know. We would assume, if it is true that AK uses drugs, that okay, by association maybe they were using together and stuff like that. I honestly do not know, but we do know that a lot of our celebrities are actually, you know, drug users. You understand? And so there are also other people that were basically asking questions like, can it be that maybe his daughter was using or maybe was even depressed before, but then he just did not know? One thing I know for a fact is that our parents don't have a clue on who we are, especially black parents. Now, I know that Mr. Tembe is a rich man and maybe he raised his children in a different way, but in an African home, you ain't knowing, your parents ain't knowing who you are. Like, it's just, that's just how it is. You know, our parents think that we're angels, but in all honesty, we're not, are we all know this, that the way and the things that our parents speak about us, they're not really like that, you understand? Because obviously we're gonna do some things and hide from them. People that will know the real us, I feel like it's like our friends, our spouse, boyfriend, or husband and stuff like that. They will know the real us. But our parents, in majority, most cases, especially in African homes, that just does not happen. You understand? So, I mean, all in all, obviously, he's a father that is grieving, and he did lose his daughter. But yeah, hey, that, even the pastor, the message that he was preaching, there were certain things that I felt he was making sense. I feel like the whole message made sense, but I just felt like, was it really appropriate, you know, to preach that in this type of setup and talking of obsessions and stuff? And just like, you know what, some things were just, you know, but then again, I guess that's why they chose that. They were not going to show like actually laying her to rest, because this was something that was very, very public. It is quite sad that, you know what, like, she's gone, you know, she's buried, like, it's over. It's really, really sad. And so at this moment, I think that that funeral just brought more confusion in terms of like people wanting to know and understand what happened. And I think that one other thing that happens that people don't realize is that when you're a public figure, you are loved by many people. People really genuinely love you because you led us in. But when you pass, your family now takes and they close in and they make sure that those details are not out there. And I'm not saying that that's what they need to do, but I'm just simply saying that there's a lot of her fans that will never ever get closure. Because of, you know, obviously, like, we may never ever know, like, the whole Senzomewa situation, we may never really ever know what happened. Like, did she jump? Was it an accident? Was she high? What happened? I guess it's something that we'll never know. But anyway, ninjas, I want you guys to go and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. Do you believe what Nelli Tembe's father was saying? Or do you agree with me to say parents don't really fully know us? And if he's saying that his daughter could only be associated with suicide when she was 21 and she passed the age of 22, then there is a possibility. Do you understand? Anyway, I love you, ninjas. Do not forget to thumbs up this video and obviously share. And I will see you guys in my next upload. Bye, ninjas. Hey, Owamie here, and I have some great news. If you have a YouTube channel or a business and you would like to get some affordable advertisement, I offer those services. Follow the instructions on your screen right now and say hello to some new traffic. Now let's get back to the video.